Hi guys, it's Leisha and welcome back to Wild Dish and our kitchen essentials. This is a series where I teach you all about basic cooking techniques. So today I'm going to show you one of my favourite techniques, which is how to sweat onions. And when you sweat onions, you make them taste really juicy and sweet, absolutely amazing. With your onions, you can cut them one of two ways. You can have it little slices like this or else little cubes. First thing that you need to do is heat your pan. I'm using a little small saucepan for it. And then when your pan starts to get a little bit warm, get your vegetable oil in there and let your oil warm up first of all. What's really important at this stage is that you have your saucepan on a really low heat, and that is when you're going to make the most amazing sweated onions. So I've had this heating up for a couple of minutes. You get your sliced onion and straight into the pan. It's also really important that you start seasoning your onions at this stage. If you season them at the very end, that's when they start to taste the salt and pepper, but if you start seasoning them now, that's when they start to take on the flavours naturally. And then give it a little stir. And this is when you need to be patient with your onions. So I'm also using a cartouche, which helps make your onions really sweet and juicy. It's basically a greaseproof paper cut into a circle, which we are going to put on top of the onions because it protects them and stops them burning when you're cooking them. So you have your cartouche on the onions, and then I'm going to get a little bit of water, put it straight on. And this is to protect the onions from burning. And then lid on, and then be patient and leave it for 10 minutes. So it's really important about halfway through that you check your onions, take off your cartouche, give them a quick little stir, make sure they're not burning, cartouche back on, lid back on, and leave them for about another 5 minutes. At this stage, we've been sweating our onions for 10 minutes, so we're just going to have a look and see how they are. They're looking really nice and juicy. And this is when your onions start tasting really sweet, and that's when you get amazing flavours that you can start making really nice things like a basic tomato sauce, or you can make French onion soup if you start to caramelise the onions now. If you'd like to learn more about my tips and tricks, you can subscribe to Wild Dish. Please let me know if there's any other tips and cookery techniques that you'd like me to teach you, and I'll see you again soon.